10 upcoming survival base building games for 2023 and 2024. So I'm guessing it's to do more with like games like Valheim or V Rising, I believe the game was, because those were one of the best games, base building games, other than Minecraft. I guess you had like Sons of the Forest. I guess was like a survival base building game, but that really had like a story to it. Base building wasn't like the only thing you had to do. But yeah, I guess Valheim did have a story to it. I think I haven't personally played Valheim, but because I'm not really into like the base building games. Like I'll play it, but I'll lose interest in like maybe a week, because I normally play by myself. I really should play with other people. It really would make the gaming experience better, but I just can't find anyone to play games with. But without, I'm dragging this out. Let's just see what the games are, shall we?
Hey there, and welcome to my top 10 base building survival games, featuring indie titles set to release in roughly the next.
Oh, so it's all indie games. Okay.
These games offer diverse worlds and new adventures as you craft,
damn, that looked cool.
battle your way through post-apocalyptic.
Was that a giant? Wait, what the fuck?
As you craft, build, and battle your.
That is a giant. What the fuck? How is that? If this game is real, this is gonna be cool.
Way through post-apocalyptic futures, subterranean Martian caverns.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
Extra-dimensional
scary
realms,
but
and
pretty.
beyond. There's certainly something for everyone.
Isn't that
if you're enjoying the video
Sons of the
and you have an extra
Forest?
Second, it would help me tremendously if you left it a like. I would
Okay.
really appreciate it. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin.
What the fuck is that? What game is that from? Under a Rock.
So first up, there's this
Ooh,
game called
Nordic
Under a Rock.
Trolls.
It's probably in my top 3 on this list. It's an open world survival crafting game that supports 1 to 10 plus players and is being developed for Windows, Linux, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
Okay.
As you play as a 19th
This looks
century
really
explorer
good.
who crash lands in this mysterious world that's been forgotten by history. And you've got to figure out what happened to this previous expedition. You got to lift a curse and then find your way back home. And all the while you'll be exploring, crafting, building, and more.
Okay.
Every player gets their own unique procedurally
This world actually looks really, really good.
World with caves, underwater areas to check out, and you can share these worlds with others.
Really? What? Wait, what the fuck was that?
Underwater areas to check out, and you can share these worlds with
What
others.
the hell is
and
that
travel
thing?
between them, and all the while keep your stats and your gear. And you'll be
Okay.
competing with this advanced AI for territory and resources, and you'll have to build bases and defenses. And the game has 2 seamless build modes. So there's like default mode for hands-on construction. You just put the materials in.
Yeah,
and you build
that's
whatever you
basic
want.
every
And there's
game.
this advanced quote ghost building,
Oh.
which is for planning out your base layout and then finishing it later when you have the resources. So if
Okay.
you're tired of rebuilding your base after every raid, you can just activate the auto-saved blueprint and everything will show up as a ghost element.
Really?
ready for you to just add
That's
back the
actually quite
resources to
convenient.
rebuild. And so with this ghost blueprint feature, you can basically set up pre-made campsites, outposts, or even big bases almost anywhere. And you can build on the ground.
What's with the blue light by the face? I don't understand. It was also like on the hands and arms.
In the
Is that
trees,
part
in
of
the
like the
caves,
story? Is it
even
like
underwater? They're not really restricted.
I have no
where
idea
you
what
can
it's
build at
from.
all. But you'll have to watch out for wildlife and locals.
Was that a
like
boar bunny?
where you can build at all.
It's like Pumbaa crusted the Easter bunny.
But you'll have to watch out
Cute,
for
but
wildlife and
weird.
locals, like a neighboring Neanderthal clan might raid your base.
What the
because
fuck
they
are
don't like your
those?
smell, or a pack of dodos could attack you for no reason at all. Under a Rock is built on Unreal Engine 5, and so it takes full advantage of nano
Yeah, I
and
can
lunar
see.
technologies.
Look at the water physics. Look.
Under a Rock is built on
Look.
Unreal Engine 5, and so
Look
takes
at
full
it. It
advantage
looks
of
so
nano
good.
and lumen technologies for a super immersive and detailed open world experience with amazing view distances. The character creation system is super robust, letting you fully customize your character. Oh, and you can even tame and ride some creatures.
Was that a
They've been in
hamster? What the
development since
fuck?
October 2021, and they're planning to release into early access, but they don't have a date set just yet.
Okay. Under a Rock.
From the
Looks
darkness,
really good. Enshrouded.
awaken.
This next game was literally just revealed a couple of days ago. In fact, I had to cram it into this list, making this a top 11 list just because I could not leave it out. It might look a little rough around the edges, but keep in mind
Kinda.
that it was literally just revealed, and so it's quite early in development. But there are already many people comparing this game to Valheim and saying that this is Valheim meets Breath of the Wild. And so it's called Enshrouded, and it's set in the lost realm of Embervale. Basically, your ancestors went crazy for some magical power and ended up causing this devastating pestilence called the Shroud. And the game is all about survival, crafting, and action RPG.
Yo, Wizard Harry.
In this massive voxel-based continent. And voxel-based basically means like similar to Minecraft. And so you get to explore
there's destructible objects. Look, you destroyed the entire like a part of the bridge. Watch. And it's broken.
You'll adventure through forests, caves, and dungeons, searching for its secret knowledge and treasure.
Okay, this game looks cool.
To face the horrors of the Shroud. And so you have to fight your way through all sorts of
this game looks really fun.
The forests, Buka of the mountains, and fell creatures in the mist. The game has a
it does look a bit rough, but again, it's early access. Well, it's like in early access. Oh, this looks good.
You get to build amazing structures using voxel
and there's gliding
techniques, customizing them with different materials and furniture. And by providing safe haven for NPCs, they will help you out by unlocking advanced workshops and the ability
I will if I play any of these games, I will build the most basic square box house ever, because I am too lazy to try and make everything look nice, because I am more of efficiency than actually make stuff look nice. That's why I spend roughly 1 to 3 minutes in any character creation game like menu, because I either go for the default or I try and make the most hideous thing I can. I just don't like spending time making everything look nice, because I will again barely see my face, or in this case, barely be at my house. Why? Because I want to do the game. I want the gameplay aspect. I don't care about having shit look nice.
Craft epic weapons and armor. You'll be able to master using a shield, sword, staff, and or bow to take on the Shroud, and you'll be able to team up with friends in up to 16-player co-op gameplay. You will raid, gather treasure, and fight fell hordes together. The game takes you through Embervale's biomes, immersing you in fallen cultures and ancient myths, like the mystical Kindle Wastes Desert and the dark Revel Wood. And the story will unfold as you play, revealing a tale of magic, ruin, hope, and redemption. Enshrouded is built on the custom-made holistic engine made by the developers just for this game, and it's set to release into early access in 2023 with a full release in 2024. At first, it'll be a PC exclusive, but the developers do plan to bring it to consoles soon after.
Okay, that's not bad. Blind Descent.
This next one is set in the year 2071, and it's called Blind Descent. And you're on a mission to find a pioneer team that went missing while exploring a newly opened mine on Mars. You and some team members go down this 10-mile Martian cave.
How good it looks!
Crashes, leaving only a few survivors. With no communication to the surface and
no clue about
the lost pioneer team, you start exploring the tunnel and stumble upon a subterranean world beneath Mars, filled with alien life, dense jungles, and bizarre weather. You can play this game solo or with up to 4 friends in co-op mode, and you'll venture through the vast Martian underground world to uncover its secrets by exploring massive and challenging environments. The game offers full freedom of exploration. You can harvest resources, craft tools, and climb anywhere you want.
This game looks good.
Go across underground seas in a boat, and even build structures to overcome obstacles. You'll also construct a shelter or house to call home, complete with furniture, crafting tools, and more.
Obviously.
The house is strong enough to withstand harsh weather and strange creatures. And so as you progress
through the story, weather has an effect in this game.
Skills, weapons, and more. And your goal is to find an energy source that will help you power your printer, presumably a 3D printer, and a signal booster, which will help you establish connection with the surface to let them know that you're alive. Descent is still very early in development, but they did have a limited demo event back in March of 2023. They are planning on launching an early access version, but the time frame hasn't been announced just yet.
Ooh.
I've been keeping my eye
I can't read that
for a long time.
Imagine this,
you and your friends crash land on Earth in a space shuttle.
Oh,
and
that's
you have
unique.
To start all over. You'll explore and build a base to defend against mutated animals and humans while uncovering
you have to place the logs in it.
That unleashed radiation waves forcing a few privileged humans to live on space stations.
What the fuck is that?
Sounding a lot like the 2013 film Elysium so far. The game
Oh,
is
that
called
looks hard
and
to
it's
aim.
inspired by games like The Forest. The map features an interconnected subterranean cave system with massive bosses and unique challenges
Oh,
that
the
you need to
wolfie.
beat in order to move the story forward. You'll gather resources, chop trees, and
Yeah, that's
mine metals
definitely
to
Sons
build
of
a
the
secure
Forest.
base to protect yourself from mutated wildlife. You'll generate
You get a
electricity
chainsaw.
using wind turbines, water wheels, and even solar panels. But watch out for weather changes that can impact your power production. You can also automate your base with wooden gutters, water pumps, and pipes to transport logs to sawmills for plank production. As
Okay.
you explore the world, you'll find new recipes for tools and
Yeah.
building parts to help you
Can't play game
progress.
without beer.
Get ready for thunderstorms, blizzards, and even tornadoes that can affect your daily life and damage your base.
What
Plus,
is that,
you'll
a
find
shotgun?
canine companion to join you on this survival challenge and
Oh
to
god,
help
what
you
the
out
hell
in
is that?
battles. Derelicts is made by a solo developer, and it's been a real treat
This was made by one person? Damn. Props to him.
watching all of the updates on Twitter along the way, and it's set to be released into early access in 2024, and I can't wait to see what this game has in store for us.
The Forge's fire has a long gone
Lord of the
As a
Rings.
true Lord of the Rings
Ten.
nerd, I'm really excited for this next one, which promises to be the first and only survival game set in that universe.
Really?
The Lord of the Rings
Okay.
Return to Moria is an epic adventure survival game where you get to control a group of
If the
dwarves
combat in this game is bad, it would be such a like hit to the whole Lord of the Ring franchise. Probably not, but in my opinion, gameplay is key.
on this mission to reclaim their legendary
This
home
gameplay better
beneath
be
the Misty
good.
Mountains, and it's set in Middle-earth's 4th Age. Gimli Lockbearer himself brings the dwarves together as they explore this
Okay, so you're
procedurally generated
dwarves.
map, meaning every adventure is totally unique. You can play by yourself or with a team of up to 8 friends online. And the game is
Okay.
packed with features like managing resources, hunting, gathering, sleep, temperature and noise management, even dynamic lighting. And you'll face some seriously intense
Damn,
combat
that is some
against
cool
loads
armor.
of orcs and other unspeakable evils, all while uncovering the mountain's dark secrets. You can channel your inner architect to build epic structures from the ground up, restoring
Okay, that
Plaza
gameplay-
Doom
that
to its
fighting did
former
not look good.
greatness, and reclaim famous
I get it. It is more of a survival base building game, but damn, that combat looked
landmarks,
rough.
bring mines back to life, and reignite forges to access hidden resources. And the crafting system looks great. You can loot and craft legendary dwarven gear, upgrade technologies, and unlock mind-blowing machines. And you'll even find ancient magical items.
Oh, that
like
dude
dwarven
looks
swords,
scary.
We've all seen those before.
He's just
Massive
looming
mythical
behind the
weaves, forgotten
dwarf.
crafting books, and super powerful amulets. And you'll mine all sorts of resources, from the basics like iron, gold, and quartz to legendary ones like mithril. And you'll use crafting stations and forges to refine ores, improve gear, and strengthen, repair, and enchant items. You'll be able
Okay.
to create your own dwarves with a custom character creator and personalize them even more with craftable armor and weapons to become a part of Dwarven Legend. Just a heads up, it is a PC exclusive and will be available only on the Epic Games Store, unlike everything
Damn.
else on this list, which is available on Steam. So keep an eye out for its release in spring of 2023, which is kind of like right now, so hopefully very soon.
Probably next month.
Your attention, please. This
Rooted.
is a state emergency announcement. The Rotor Laboratory, on behalf of the government, assures that none of the bacteriological attacks will harm.
Is this like some
Next
DayZ?
up, we have a post-apocalyptic survival game called Rooted. It's set around the year 2100 after global bacteriological warfare caused civilization to collapse. As one of the few survivors, you've got to adapt and make your way through the ruins. Some areas have been reclaimed by nature and are relatively safe, but urban areas are still super dangerous. And so
Okay.
you have to explore either
What are
solo or
you
with friends
trying to
gather
survive
scraps,
from?
restore items, and learn how to craft new objects to improve your camp and living conditions. But you've got to stay on your toes because danger can come from anywhere. As
What are you
progress through
hiding
the game,
from?
You'll build and improve your
Wait,
camp,
wait, wait, wait,
of
wait,
course,
wait,
because
wait.
Danger can come from
There's a door here, but okay, there's stairs here and a door. There's a door here, but there's no stairs. Why the fuck would you design a base like that? Why is there a chair just outside?
anywhere. As you progress in the game, you'll build and improve your camp using items that you farm, salvage, and craft. and you'll even be able to improve your defenses, automate tasks, and supply
Okay, but what are you
electricity to an
fighting?
expanding
What are you
workshop.
trying
You
to
can set up an
survive from?
outpost in either a village or take up the riskier
Is
city
it
areas.
zombies or is it monsters like The Last of Us?
Just
What
by
are we...
securing houses, offices, or even entire floors in a building using barricades, partitions, and traps. Crafting tools is essential for making life easier, helping with transportation and protecting
Is it other
yourself.
humans?
Salvaging is super important in Rooted, as you recover, repair, and use items from the collapsed civilization. By salvaging, you'll learn how to reassemble objects and upgrade your camp. But don't forget, you're not alone. You'll come across friendly and dangerous animals, as well as other humans that are just trying to survive. Be careful when picking fights, as some opponents might be tougher than they look. Rooted has a living world that evolves with your actions, unlocking new areas, items, and crafting options over time. Major events will shake things up and present new challenges for you and your friends, so you'll need to be prepared to adapt and survive. After a successful Kickstarter campaign, the game is heading into alpha testing soon, and they're expecting to enter early access before the end of 2024, and I can't wait to check it out.
Forever
I've
Skies.
heard about this next one because there's been quite a lot of buzz about it for the past few months, and it's called Forever Skies. It's a first-person action survival game set on an Earth that's been devastated by a global ecological disaster.
Damn.
The whole planet is covered in this massive layer of toxic dust. And in the game, you get to build and customize a high-tech airship that's your home, workshop, laboratory,
that's
and
new.
more. You'll fly above the Earth's surface, navigating toward the ruins of civilization and mysterious anomalies. And while you're at it, you'll have to manage your airship's hull and integrity, gather resources, and improve it.
This looks
to make it truly
interesting.
unique. You'll use your scientific knowledge to build and operate various machines, analyze scanned items, and reverse engineer lost technology. You will also research new ways to get food and resources, develop new tools, and therefore boost your survival chances. The game has you exploring and extracting resources from these high-up ruins built to escape the dust below. You'll be surrounded by drifting debris caused by some mysterious anomaly, and you'll harvest them to break them down into raw materials to help you survive. Plus, you'll investigate
What the
what's
fuck
left
is
of
that?
civilization, uncovering the reasons behind Earth's transformation and revealing secrets from our past. When you descend below the dust, you'll discover a bizarre new world that's changed in our absence. You'll face off against evolved flora and fauna.
Do you what? Do you remember the what?
Bizarre new world that's changed in our absence. You'll face off
Do you remember the Forevers? Forest?
against
Forests?
evolved flora and fauna and hunt for
Can't tell
a
if that
viral
was an F.
pathogen to cure a mysterious illness that's threatening your family. There was a demo released during Steam's Next Fest in 2022, and people really seemed to enjoy it. The game is made on Unreal Engine 4 and supports up to 4-player co-op.
Damn, I can't even get Unreal Engine 5. I get it, Unreal Engine wasn't like properly in development, properly released until like this year.
Planned for a 12-month
But still,
early access period
I'm pretty
starting
sure
in
it was like in 2022.
2023. It's coming to PC in the latest generation of consoles, and after enjoying the demo, I'm really looking forward to the full release.
Okay. What? Is that a tree?
The year is 1889.
1889.
The world
Okay.
as you know it teeters on the brink.
The next game on my list has been rapidly climbing up the Steam's most wish-listed games chart, and it's probably the one that I'm most excited about personally. It's called Nightingale. It's a PvE open-world survival crafting game that you can play either solo or with friends. You'll build, craft, fight, and explore while journeying through the mystical portals into all sorts of amazing and fantastical realms. You'll be stranded in these gorgeous yet dangerous Fey realms because the arcane portal network has collapsed, and your mission is to become a skilled realm walker, navigating a web of trans-dimensional portals to get to Nightingale, the magical city that's humanity's last stronghold. So get ready for an adventure through enchanting Fey
What the fuck is that?
treacherous swamps, and gleaming deserts as you unlock portals leading deeper
Yeah,
into
these things look,
lands.
these monsters
You'll
look
have to cook meals,
dope.
build shelter, and muster
They look
courage
epic.
to face many challenges. You'll craft tools to harvest resources like trees, ores, and plants, and find even rarer materials hidden in the realms. As you discover new schematics, you can assemble the equipment and weapons you'll need to survive.
Ooh, what a good-looking gun. Mary Poppins, what the fuck?
Special ingredients and arcane technology. In this game, you'll design and build an amazing estate using different architectural styles and tile sets. You can upgrade and customize your structures to create communities that live safely off the land. Plus, you can recruit communities that live
I would not be running like this. I'd be like Sonic running away running towards a chili dog stand. I will get the fuck out of here, out of there, if something like this popped up.
Plus, you can recruit NPC workers to help you expand your homestead, automate production, and gather resources. When it comes to combat,
No fucking shot. I would be pissed if something like that just broke my floor.
You'll craft and use a variety of melee weapons and firearms to take on
Damn.
the creatures lurking within the Portal network, including the twisted Fey versions of
These
humans
monsters
called
really
the
do
Bound.
look good.
You can even team up with other players to battle gigantic apex creatures. The game focuses
What
on
the fuck
collecting
was that
realm
thing?
cards, which will help you reshape the landscape of your next destination.
Okay.
Each realm has its own dangers, discoveries, and surprises, and you'll have the power to influence its design, like the number of hostiles, resource abundance, and the environment itself.
Okay, so those Destiny cards really do play a
Unreal
massive
Engine 5
role.
has already gone through several rounds of playtesting. It's set to enter early access in the first half of 2023. I have a dedicated video going
Wait. So if you pick like, let's say, you have like those giants in one realm, and then have it like in like the desert realm, and then if you like after like a couple more world jumping and so on, you get the same desert map, but you choose like a different monster type. Is your base still going to be there, or is it like a completely new world? Do I understand that correctly? So that means, because if it is, that means that there's so much replayability in this game. Because no matter, let's say if there's like 5 types of worlds, like biomes, if you keep changing the monsters for every game, for every type, that would actually be really well. After like the first like 5 times you've been, you've gone through, it might get stale then, but overall, the replayability that you will have is actually quite good.
For everything you need to know about Nightingale, and you can check that out here, and it's a game that I anticipate
damn.
covering thoroughly on this channel.
That dude's just a face change from a face to a skull.
Welcome to Hawaii, a destination with endless beauty and nature.
Okay.
Let your troubles melt away in this tropical paradise. Relax your mind and soul on one of our
This looks like an ad for a vacation home.
Stimulate your adventurous side with exciting activities found all over the island.
So if you're into epic base builds, you're gonna love this next one, which is set on Earth in the year 2122. So about
2122,
about
okay.
a century after a teleportation system called the Veil has crashed. Your character is a clone restored from backup system data, and you're stuck in this persistent survival MMO apocalyptic nightmare called Fractured Veil. You can choose to survive alone or team up with friends as you gather, build, quest, craft,
this game looks bland.
The island's scariest mutants, monsters, and horrors, as well as...
Are you kidding me? This game is set in the world 2122, and it looks so bland. It looks like everything from our day. Just
team up with friends as you gather, build,
you kidding me? This is literally houses that we have nowadays. That's a car from now. How is this set in the world 2122? I don't understand.
Raid and defend against the
It looks so bland, like they didn't put any effort in.
And horrors, as well as other players. The game has some cool features like a detailed building system similar
Yeah,
to
no. This game looks dumb. 2122 year, and it looks like this. Nah, man, this game sucks.
A tiered, skill-based crafting system balanced.
They put no effort into the designs of anything.
PvE and PvE quests, dungeons ranging from small to Diablo-inspired spaces, and RPG-style player progression with talents, abilities, and skills. And there's also a procedurally generated building, road, and river system for the
It
map.
looks like everything from Rust. Just put in like a Hawaii setting, and they slapped the year 2122 on it, and it's like, yeah, this is what everything's supposed to look like in 100 years from now. Nah, this game looks shit.
The map Fractured Veil has a huge 64 square kilometer open world based on...
I don't care if it's massive. If it looks like this, I don't want to explore it, because I can just literally play any other game and, you know, explore that, because it looks exactly the same. Rust. Well, Rust is more of there is like a desert part to it, but I'm pretty sure the foresty part to it looks exactly like this. This game it looks shit.
world topographical data from Maui. A dynamic weather system and day-night cycle makes the environment
Look at
unpredictable
this!
and exciting to explore. But
No!
watch out for mutants, monsters, and players lurking everywhere.
Exciting my
Remember to
ass.
burn the bodies. You'll need to harvest resources to craft essential
Is that a
survival
fucking
items like
pan?
shelter, food, equipment, and weapons. And AI drones will be patrolling the map and live streaming gameplay to Twitch 24/7,
Oh,
focusing on
okay, that
PvP,
sounds interesting.
action and offering a unique view of the game in standard, night vision, spotlight, and thermal modes. And
Oh,
you can
okay.
tune into the drone stream to watch the action unfold in real time.
Okay, that's actually quite good. This whole live streaming part, this sounds very good for developers that wants to make a game and earn money. If the game isn't like really performing well, but there is still a player base, streaming the game via like drones like this, very, very interesting. It is a concept I didn't even think anyone thought of. I didn't even know. Granted, there could be like some problems, like the drones could interfere. I doubt it, because you can like program the drones to not do anything. But this really sounds like a great idea. Fuel interest level R. Can you like tell the drones that this isn't really interesting, and then like have the drones go to somewhere else? How many like channels is this gonna like be on? Like is going to be made for this like aspect? This is actually an interesting idea. Really good.
Time, anytime. Fractured Veil is built on Unreal Engine 5 exclusively for PC, and early access is planned for...
It's gonna have constantly like roughly 1,000 views no matter what. I doubt it's gonna be anything lower than at least 1,000 views continuously. Because if there's like, let's say 11 to maybe 20 different like Twitch channels that is streaming this, because there's like 10 to maybe 20 drones that focuses on PvP and like stuff like that. I am undoubtedly sure that this game will have a constant player base. Maybe a year to maybe 8 months after, it might like die down if there's no like new content. But that is actually a really interesting idea. And they'll constantly be earning money. That's interesting. I really recommend every like developer do that.
Up here, and all this would happen to me.
Alright, moving on
What
now
the hell
to
is this?
Outbreak Island, a game where some really weird events have happened on an island, causing most of the people there to either vanish or go through some crazy mutations.
Okay.
You are sent in alone to see what's going on.
Alone my
And
ass.
there you realize that there's no way out, and so you have to stick around and survive. At night,
This
you
looks like
have
a
to
horror
powers
game.
the island's electrical grid so that you can use the infrastructure there to build shelters and produce resources in factories and sawmills, for example. But that's not all.
Yeah, this is a
Also,
horror
you can
game.
explore the multi-level underground
But
labs
there was
that
someone
infiltrate
yeah,
monsters
I was gonna say there's someone walking to you.
craft and upgrade weapons, equipment,
Nah,
and your
this
skills
is
to be
more
ready
of a
for
horror
battle.
game than
And you'll have to
anything
fortify
else.
your base to survive weekly surges, which is when monster hordes attack. So kind of like 7 Days to Die, where you have to fortify your base and survive these weekly onslaughts. And so you'll have to master skills where you have
If
to fortify your
I
base
see
and
this motherfucker walking to me from a distance, I am running away. There's no shot. That thing is not scary. That thing is horrifyingly scary, especially if it's nighttime and you like see it in the distance for the first time. I'm running away.
onslaughts. And so
No
you have to
shot, I'm
master
staying.
skills like farming, gathering, and hunting to make the most of the limited food resources. Plus, you can combine ingredients. with
Oh,
culinary
look at that. At least they
recipes
give you an
to make
RPG and a
special food that will
massive
keep
ass
you alive
crossbow.
in the long run. Outbreak Island has a completely open 20 square kilometer world with tons of diverse locations and landscapes. Just fuel up your vehicle, grab some supplies, and set out on an adventure across the island's uncharted terrain.
Okay.
The game will be made on Unreal Engine 5, and it looks like it's on track for a 2023 release. So get ready for
Looks
an
really good.
intense survival horror experience.
Again, horror,
Alright,
but
last one on this list.
it looks
Technically
good.
number 11 on
Grand
our top 10
Empires,
list.
time travel
Go figure, you get
survival.
one
Ooh.
bonus one. This one's called Grand Emprise Time Travel Survival. Kind of a mouthful. But this one takes you on a journey through different eras of time.
This looks kind of like
So you start
Ark.
in the pre-life era, and then you travel through
Why
the
is there just a
dinosaur era,
plane?
through primitive times to the colonial era, through ancient wars, and then finally landing into the Industrial Revolution. And
Okay.
I've seen on Twitter that there might be a space age after that. And so as you move
Ooh.
along from one era to another,
Wonder how
you'll
the space
develop
age
new
is going to work.
technologies. So you'll go from like riding dinosaurs and forging primitive tools to then
That spear did 3 damage. What the fuck, man?
so you'll go from like riding dinosaurs and forging primitive tools to
That
then
thing did
building
3
colonies and
damage.
sieging castles to then experiencing the excitement and automation and mobilization when you reach the Industrial Revolution with electric machines. Base building is
Okay.
a huge part of the game too, and you'll start with simple houses that
This
then
is how I kind of wish Assassin's Creed is going to go. Because Ubisoft is like planning to make like a live service version of Assassin's Creed. This is how I hope it goes. You start in like the age of where like Egypt, like that age. Then you work your way up to where like the first Assassin's Creed was like set in, and then like you just go through all of the eras through Assassin's Creed. Like there's daily missions to like assassinate this dude, get intel on the next big event that's going to happen, or you know, that's where I hope Assassin's Creed is going. And then as the game develops and gets updates, it will go through the eras, and like you know, that I think is the best route for Assassin's Creed to go. Anything else would be dumb. If like an indie game like this is able to do like go through the eras and maybe do like base survival like game, I am pretty sure Ubisoft, a massive freaking like company, can make an Assassin's Creed game like that. Obviously, I understand it's very hard, and especially like an Assassin's Creed game being able to do that, I understand. Could be very, very, very difficult, but imagine the payoffs if you make a game really like a really well built game with a very good story, very good combat. It would be a game-changing game. It would be the best thing ever. But that is my opinion. I am but a lone dude speaking to the internet. To massive void.
Tribal colonies, and eventually you'll develop an industrial electrical zone. Combat is pretty important as
TNT
well.
and like, okay.
Using rocks,
Damn, that is actually well.
You'll move on to sharp
This.
swords, and you'll be
Look how
battling
massive this
dinosaurs
castle
using rocks,
is.
spears, and then you'll move on to sharp swords, and finally into firearms. And you'll also spend a lot of time exploring and gathering resources, which are essential for your survival and advancing through the
Pistol
era.
did 4
So
damage to a
collect
hippo.
unique
No
resources
shot.
to develop new technologies. And some cool things that you can do include sieging castles, flying in hot air balloons, automating your world
Okay,
with
in terms of world development and world building, I think this game has it. Like, just the atmosphere from just... Hold on, where was it?
pretty
From
important as
looking out
well.
in the
You'll be battling
distance and seeing
club and
like a whole
industrial
kingdom and
electrical
castles.
zones. Combat is pretty important as well. You'll be battling
Like
dinosaurs
this.
using rocks and primitive spears, and then you'll move on
To where-
sharp
to,
swords, and
come
finally
on.
into firearms.
Keep going.
And you'll also spend a lot of time exploring and
this.
gathering resources, which are essential
And
for
to
your
the hard
survival
air.
and
Look at
advancing
this.
through the eras.
Just the massive world atmosphere in this
You'll need to
game
collect
looks
unique
so
resources to
good.
develop new technologies. And some cool things that you can do include sieging castles, flying in hot air
Look at
balloons,
this. You
automating
cannot
your
tell me this game, and just in terms of like world building and atmosphere, this game is not the best. There was a couple of other ones, but this game just takes the whole thing for me.
The game is expected to release on PC sometime in 2023, and it is made by a solo developer. So if you're eager to dive
A solo person made all of that, no shot.
into these worlds and test your survival and building skills, keep an eye out for release dates and announcements from the developers. I'll also be following the progress of these games closely, so don't forget to subscribe to the
That
channel
bug
for
looked weird.
updates, gameplay, reviews, news, tips, and more. And thank you very much for joining me for my top 10 survival base building games of 2023 and 24, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video.
Okay. So, all in all, about 5, maybe 6 of these games looked really interesting. Obviously this one. Outbreak. It looked interesting. It is a horror though, so I'm very hesitant. Fractured Veil. The live streaming thing, I think could work very well in its favor, especially if the game doesn't like really do well over time. It should, because of the streaming and so on and so on. But it is set in the year 2122, and it looks so bad. Ah, gosh, no shot. Nightingale looked really good, just from the whole atmosphere, and you know, it just looks really good. Forever Skies look quite good. If you can have it. Well, it's basically Raft, but in a like very strange world. I know it's Earth, but it's basically Raft in the skies. Rooted, I think, looked quite good. Can't remember much from it. Lord of the Rings, it kind of put me off with the combat. This looked quite good. It was like very interesting. Monsters and everything. Blind Descent. I wasn't like a big fan of it, me personally. Enshrouded looked extremely good. And Under a Rock also looked quite good. So let me know which ones you guys are most hyped for, and I'll end it here.